I bought these locks, and word is ABUS. I don't know if that means abuse or what, but I bought them to put on my big bike on the front and back rotors, but the pin that's on it is bigger than the size of the holes that are in my rotor, so they won't fit. So what I did is I put them on my two smaller bikes in these big holes, because they also won't fit in that little line there, and then this one right here doesn't have the holes in it. But my big bike, both of them have the holes in the rotor, but the holes are too small. I need a different pin size. See, this also has it there. Then this area down here in the back here is too thick, so I can't bring it all the way in. So it can either go in these holes or they won't, and they won't. I don't feel like drilling out my rotor just to put one pin on there. I'll just have to remember next time that I buy something for this that these have a smaller hole diameter than the bigger ones, because there was actually some there that had smaller pin sizes, but I thought I had the big pin size since I had the big bike, but I guess I was wrong on that part. So all you have to do is put your little key in here. Okay. That's not the right key. Let's see if it's on this one. So did I switch the wrong key to the wrong one? Yeah, I did. Got the wrong keys on the wrong thing. Okay, so that's how that works. You just bring it up through the hole, push it in, and it's locked on your rotor. So the only way they're gonna get the bike to move like that is pick up the front end, or bust the rotor off, or try busting that lock piece off. At least it'll slow them down anyways. They won't just walk in here and push it away. And the same thing with this one here. Okay. So, and then these two have drum brakes in the back. They're not rotors. I can't really see from that side. Okay. So that's the drum area for the drum brake. There's the little lever that runs it. And I bought clutch plates for this because right after I put this bike in my name, I went to take off and pull. I mean, I've actually been riding around my neighborhood a little bit, but the rotors, this clutch, I mean, the clutch is working. I mean, you can see that. And I put it down on the side and everything, and either the oil's just gotten so corroded down inside of the clutch plates and seized it up, or the clutch plates are just finally went bad, and I couldn't get it to engage. I mean, it engaged into gear, but it'd like fly up in the air and try to wreck me, and I don't want to keep flipping it into gear and trying to do that, or I'll tear it up. So I'm going to change the clutch plates in it, drain the oil out, put new oil in it. I don't know if I can get an oil filter right then or not. I'll just put some more oil in there if not. I don't know how long the bike's been sitting around before I had it, but I guess I do need to change the oil in it. And the oil cap got stolen as I was at a flea market. Right there is where it is, and the reason I know it was stolen because I took a picture of the bike before I went inside, and when I got home I knew the oil cap was missing, and so I took the camera inside and checked to see if the oil thing was there at the flea market, and it was. And that's where I found out that it was missing at, because when I turned it on I felt the air kind of blowing up on my leg. I was like, well, there's nothing I can do. The oil cap isn't setting there. And so when I got home, I checked my pictures, and somebody had took it because the oil cap was on it while it was sitting there in the parking lot. So I ordered a new oil cap, and I bought this oil cap from a secondhand dealer, but the threads aren't the same. I mean, I probably could turn it on there and it would keep the oil from flying up at me, but it's probably better to have the right oil cap on there. It kind of wouldn't screw all the way down like it's supposed to. Hell, this little piece sticking up here could be rubbing on something in there, and I don't want to be doing that. And so I got a little job to do. I got to change the clutch plates out of that, and then that oil cap thing, it'll be easy. So next week, they said all that stuff will come in, because it all had to be ordered, because as old as these bikes is, of course you're not going to have any of this stuff in stock. Luckily, they do still make stuff for these older bikes, or we'd be shit out of luck. These bikes wouldn't even be worth having. I think it's a pretty cool bike. I don't see no reason why I should consider it to be junk, even though it's a 1978. There's the date right there on it. And this one is a 1988. I don't think you'll be able to see it the same on this. I don't see it there. Oh well. Anyways, most people don't even know what one of these are. I've never heard of it myself until I saw it on Craigslist, and I thought it was kind of cool looking. So I decided to buy this little tiny V8 bike. I can still drive it around, but I don't want the oil flying up all over my leg from out of the cap there. So what I'll just do is just keep riding my big bike around, and won't have any problems. So I got 2 bikes down because of things missing and clutch plates not working. That's good enough for me. Take my gloves in so nobody snatches them. Do need to get me some locks for the rotors for the big bike now. It seems like it's always something else. Next. Main reason I'm doing it is people's bikes are getting stolen, and they're just rolling them off and pushing them in the back of somebody's truck and driving off with them. My neighbor got his 4-wheeler stolen. They just I thought I saw the dude sitting there looking, and I think they came back later that night and just rolled up, pushed the stuff in the back of their truck and drove off. But the dude never did ask me whether his stuff got stolen. I didn't hear about it till later, after my dad told me he heard the dude yelling that somebody took his 4-wheeler. And I saw these 2 dudes sitting in a truck looking down at their garage, and they had his garage open with the 4-wheeler sitting in it. So that's probably who took it. And since the dude doesn't want to talk to me and treat me worth a damn, no sense in bothering with him, that's his problem. Well, always something to do with vehicles. It doesn't matter whether you got motorcycles or cars. It's always something to do.